Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Heroes for Broken Land 2! There have been a lot of updates, and so we're starting anew. We're starting with a little bit more balanced approach. Last time I was going all about strength and attack, and now we'll try to balance a little bit more, and we'll try to go for speed, because as we all have seen, if you're too slow, the enemy will kill you before you can strike. So all the firepower, all the attacks are useless if your guys are not able to strike, because they get killed before they strike. With that being said, let's make a new game. Of course, we'll make the world size enormous, because the bigger the world is, the more chests are there, and as we all know, the further the chests are away from the main point where you start, the better loot is in there. Of course, we're playing in Impossible, because why not? We're good, aren't we? And here we go. Please remember, this is character selection, not creation. You cannot create this guy, guys. The program creates them for you, and you just have to choose from these heroes. Keep also in mind that if you say I like this one and I like this one and the rest I don't like, and I re-roll, all of them will vanish, even those that you have picked, and you have to select anew. So you will have to make compromise. There will not be 4 superheroes in here. There might be, like this one here, he's okay. And look at that guy, oh boy, not so good. What is good, what is bad? Basically, you want hit points over 30 and you want magic points over 20, because even if you make a fighter, that guy will need magic points, because attacks also work on magic points. Furthermore, you want balanced stats. Keep in mind that if you want to learn a profession, you will need more than one attribute. For example, if you want to become a fighter, you need strength, endurance, and agility. You need certain stats. So if one of your stats is very low, you will have a hard time getting that person up to something useful. And you have 1 skill point to start with. That means you can learn 1 profession right away if you make the building. For example, a fighter, a mage, or a healer. And for every other update, you will have to level up to get a skill point. And you have to meet the requirements. So for example, I think he cannot become a fighter because you need strength 10 for that. Furthermore, keep in mind that the stats are random. So if you're rolling again, there could be all the guys with 30 hit points. And there could be all the guys with 15 hit points. So there is no balance there. It's just luck what you can draw out of this lot. With this being said, keep in mind that there is also attribute changing perks, so to speak. For example, he has -3 intelligence and +6 willpower. That's the reason he's got so much willpower. And spells, for example, do damage based on intelligence. Attacks do based on, or physical attacks based on strength. Speed, of course, is when you act, and that is extremely important, because if you're slow, for example, if you're casting a spell, it takes 1 turn to cast the spell and one turn to execute it, so it takes 2 turns actually to damage someone with most spells. Agility is how good you are at avoiding damage. Endurance is your hit points. So if you put that up, you're getting more and more hit points. Is there anything else? No, I think we can jump right into it. I think I've prepared something, so we'll see each other in the game. And here we go. Now the heroes I've chosen, you see, they have all over 30 hit points, and everyone has over 20 magic points. I've tried to make no stat too low, so they're okay. The lowest stat with everyone is 7, so I think that is good. Remember that you also get 2 more heroes from your statue, and these heroes, the town will produce heroes every week. Depending on your buildings, there will be 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 new heroes each week. And now let's see if there is one of them that is good. This one here is beautiful. This one here is a little bit low on strength. I don't like that. And this guy's out because he doesn't have the hit points. So you are in. Thank you, sir. We'll put them right into the team. Now we look at our guys. The equipment is random as well. And you can look, these guys have different items at their disposal. Now, when you start out, you have some coin. And what we should think is that we only have 6 places to build buildings. So I would recommend think hard before you use that, because you cannot really tear the things down. That stuff is very, very expensive. So do we need armor smith and weaponsmith? I say no, because we can find items on the way. Do we need a fort? Yes, because that is a prerequisite to get a fighter. However, you could also say, I skip the fighter and I go for the... where do you get that? I do not remember. The Colosseum. You might not find some buildings that you find in the old game, because they're now included in this. You can expand buildings when you look at this. The fighting pit, there it is. So they become gladiators. In the old game, gladiators were amazing because of their whirlwind ability. But at the moment, we don't spend any coin to upgrade this building, because what we want is for our guys, for some of our guys, to become fighters. We want some of our guys to become healers. Therefore, we'll need a hospital, otherwise they cannot become healers. Look at that. Now they can become healers. And then I want a Mage Tower. You could also go for the Elemental Altar. That is totally possible, because you can also learn attack spells there. However, I would advise a more general approach, and that is taking the Mage Tower. With that being said, let's say make 2 of the mages to start with, those with the most magic points. Make 2 of them healers, and make... oh, he cannot become a fighter, so I will make him a mage as well. Now he's a healer. Who cares? They will all be healers and they will all be fighters. We do not have a lot of coin left, so we should think what else buildings we want. We want an alchemist, because that's potions. And potions, for one, are a great source of magic and a way to spend your coin. Well, not building a jeweler, because I don't believe in that jewelry stuff at the moment. And we could buy the inn to make our heroes faster, and we could buy the market, because the market is also one way to get income. And we should never deadlock us. For example, at the moment, we have no income per day or per week. And if we by some chance lock ourselves dead, so we cleared out all the dungeons, there are dungeons that we cannot attack because we don't have the firepower to take them down, we have no way to buy potions to get strong enough to do that, so then we're deadlocked. We don't want to be deadlocked. We always want to have a way, if time is on our side, to dig ourselves out of that. And that would be the market. So we're buying a market. So more income, so we should produce income now, and we can build. We might not have an armorer, and we might not have the other buildings, but that will provide us at least with some items. Now you could just run into the first dungeon you can get your hands on and start looting, but I would recommend you to just go around a little and find out what is the surroundings. There are no wandering monsters, so you're not risking to be annihilated on the spot. And as you can see, we're finding more and more good stuff on the way, which is beautiful. Now we could go into more dangerous dungeons and try to loot them like we did in Heroes of a Broken Land 1. However, I would not recommend that here. That would be a very dangerous maneuver, to say the very least. We're also finding items when you look at it. Where is my town? Oh, come on. Now this is not working. Why is this not working? Well, who cares? Okay. We just keep wandering off. Technical difficulties here. Extra coin. We must be sure to not miss any chests. We have a lot of coin. We should work home just for the moment. On the other hand, though, it would be uneconomical. You could argue, with all due right, that it would be wiser to go home and build, for example, a tavern. And what I don't get is why I cannot enter home anymore. I was pretty sure that you can enter home. At least you could in the last games, but suddenly I cannot, which I find rather strange. But that might just be me. Okay, but you get the point. I stop it here, and we'll see each other next time when we go into dungeons. Until then, bye!